All right, so the doors quite literally just opened here at the AIMExpo. This place is huge, there's tons going on. This video is gonna kind of just be like a highlights of the whole thing. So let's go check it out. All right, so I just ran into the Super ATV booth over here, and check it out. You've probably seen this Polaris RZR on Instagram before. It's Super ATVs, they bring it around. I've never seen it in person. It is huge. So to put it in perspective, I'm 5'8". I know I'm not tall, don't make fun of me, but I'm still 5'8", so check it out. Look at how tiny I actually seem next to that. Smaller than normal. That's crazy. So I'm at the High Lifter booth, which I love High Lifter. I've seen this beast around a few times, but now that I've seen the Super ATV one, I don't know how to say this. It's higher than the High Lifter RZR. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm just saying. All right, so we just got done looking at the Honda. They were doing a whole presentation, and they're actually going to demo the iDrive. So we're gonna check that out. I'm real interested to see what they say and kind of see how it works, you know, when you're not in the mud. So I've got Colin here, and Colin's gonna do a much better job than I can at actually explaining how it works and why it's an awesome system.
Sure. So our i4-wheel drive system eliminates the need for some vehicles to have like a manual locker system. And basically it ties in with our braking system. So as the one wheel starts to slip, it has a sensor that detects that wheel slippage and communicates through the brake system and our limited slip, that basically to redistribute the power by applying a little bit of brake to that wheel, so that power is then redistributed through the differential to the wheel that actually has traction. You have 3 wheels completely with 0 traction and 1 wheel with complete traction, and the system detects that slippage. It knows that those wheels are basically spinning or have very low traction, and then redistributes by detecting that slippage on the sensor, applying a little bit of brake, which then applies that power through the differential to the wheel that it knows is completely hooking up and traction is.
Woohoo! Here it is live in person, the Canam Maverick X3 XRC Turbo RR. Despite having a stupid long name, this thing is even more awesome in person. Just what a beast. I mean, just, jeez. I thought that was a real person for a second. Totally wigged me out. Anyway, just, this thing is awesome. Check it out. Okay, so 2 things, well, more like 3. First of all, this place is just awesome. It's huge. We haven't even gone outside yet. I think I'm gonna go outside soon and check that out, because that is gonna be awesome as well. But I haven't even had a chance. I've been staying so busy in here. There's so much to see. It's just awesome. Like, check this out. Check out, there's the Argo right there. I'm still kind of undecided on those. Like, they're awesome. I think they're awesome, but they're kind of niche, right? Like, it's a very specific niche. So I don't know, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you'd ever own one. And then just ran into someone that's like, hey, I know you, I've seen you online. So, hey man, thanks for introducing yourself. It's super cool. Like, it totally catches me off guard. Like, I'm, you know, just for someone to come by and say they know who I am. So that's super cool. I love when people do that. Totally awesome. So thanks, man. Made it over here to the Yamaha booth. Check it out, the new XTR. So the special edition Wolverine looks pretty awesome. And then next to that we've got the Yamaha Grizzly XTR, also looking good. I dig the colors, but that aside, what is this? Like, I know it's not really off-road related, but like, what is this thing? I saw something similar to that once before. I thought it was kind of a weird thing, but to see that Yamaha's doing it, that's crazy. I had no idea. Anyway, so first look hands-on at the actual XTR. with the Wolverine and the Grizzly. They look like great machines, and then sitting next to them, of course, is the YXZ, huh? All right, so continuing around on the inside, we still haven't gotten to the outside. I know I was supposed to already, but we came across, I came across, it's called Flow Box. I gotta show you this. It's really interesting, especially for those hot, humid summer days, you know, and you're wearing your helmet and your gear. Hopefully you're wearing your helmet and you're sweating. They've actually got a fan now that attaches right to your machine. You can adjust it in any which way you want, just to help cool you. And I gotta be honest, I'm looking at it at half speed right now, and it's pretty good. So they're not available yet, but they will be before the end of 2019. So it might make an awesome Christmas gift. It sounds like right now they're looking to come out about $100 or so. And I know that's the heart of winter, but you know, it's gonna be awesome come next summer on those just hot, humid days. All right, so I'm walking away from the Flow Box booth right now. I don't know if I did a great job discussing that. It's super cool. I love the idea that it's just, you know, you hook it on your handlebars, it's got an on-off switch. It's just an awesome thing to have blow cold air at you. He said they're actually coming out, because it's not really cold air, it's room temperature. But he said they're actually working on an air-conditioned one that's gonna blow cold air out at you. What a cool idea. I've never seen anything like that. So I don't know, you know, if you just, that hot, humid air in your helmet in the middle of summer, it's a pretty cool way just to get some airflow, especially when you're stopped on the trail, right? Or you're going through those slow technical areas where you're just sweating because you don't have that speed. That's pretty awesome. So I'm pretty sure I'm being duped right now. I'm trying to find the AIMExpo outdoor area, and it's like, I've been walking forever. You go outside, and now I'm literally just walking down the street following random put-up signs. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be murdered.
82 kilometers later.
Hey, all right, so remember that bike I was talking about inside that was all stripped down? Check it out. I just came across this. What a crazy looking machine. I mean, not really off-roading related, but I totally want to try one. All right, well, I'm headed back inside from the outdoor portion. I'm extremely disappointed in how that turned out. I mean, there's some motorcycles, you can do some demo rides, but from the way it was explained by AIMExpo, I thought there was gonna be a lot more off-road and just outdoor stuff, and there's really not. In fact, ironically, Suzuki, of all the brands out there, Suzuki is the only one that has an ATV here. Not for demo rides, just outside. That's the most outside off-road anything here is one Suzuki ATV just sitting there. So we're gonna head back inside because there's nothing here for the outdoor world. Again, kind of disappointed in that. All right, so back inside, outside part, really crappy, nothing there for off-road, which sucks. I thought there was gonna be, there's not. Inside though is thankfully kicking off. Check out these bikes. They're doing like electric bike races in here. Pretty awesome. I'm trying to find DRR now. They're the electric ATV company. They do a lot for kids, and supposedly they have a new electric adult bike out. By bike I mean ATV, that I'm trying to find and hopefully get some info on. All right, so I ended up swinging around the other side of the Argo booth when I was looking for DRR, and check out these. I didn't see these ATVs they have earlier. I mean, I know Argo makes them, we've talked about them in the past, but these are the 2020 models, and I gotta say, I mean, just looking at them, they're pretty impressive. It kind of caught me off guard. Now, I don't know anything about them at this point, other than what you can just see looking at them and reading about them, but they go all the way up to a 1,000, which is pretty impressive considering Argo's really only been in the ATV game for what, I want to say 2 or 3 years tops now. So I'm gonna probably find someone here and talk to them more about it, see what kind of info we can get. But I just want to share that because, I mean, just initial thoughts, I'm really shocked, to be honest. All right, so I'm just leaving the Suzuki. They're kind of doing a talk over there and introducing some new stuff. A lot of the vendors do that. Bad year for Suzuki. So if you're a King Quad fan,
we wanted to bring a little bit more of a ruggedness to this line. So in select King Quad 750 and 500 power steering models, we will have the rugged package, which comes with a front and rear bumper. It also comes with an LED front light bar, so it adds to more of the ruggedness and the adventure. You can go out, get a little bit more dirty, whether it's nighttime, daytime. It just comes with added accessories.
Sorry, I don't know. They've added heavy-duty racks. That's what their sales pitch was today. And they've got new oil, their own new oil for dirt bikes. There's your 2020 Suzuki coverage. Yikes. All right, check this out. Looks pretty awesome, right? Polaris General, yeah, clearly souped up. That's an awesome looking Polaris General. Wait for it, wait for it. Look at as you come around the back on this thing. Look at those speakers, they're huge. And that tow hook, like who wouldn't want a friend with a tow hook like that on their machine? That is freaking awesome, absolutely awesome. And then check out the inside, check out the inside. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 6 speakers on the inside. So 6 on the inside. And then if we go to the back, we're sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more on the back. That's them blaring music right now. They're blaring music over here. You know, I gotta say, on that same Polaris General, it's Pro Box rocks. I gotta give them mad credit because not only did they create an amazing UTV that's just super unique and awesome, but you know, they've got off-road fully submersible subs. That's what they're advertising here. You know, their whole system is set up for off-road. They've got just tons of different stuff down here. Not sponsored, just like insane. More sound than you could ever possibly need out on the trail. All right, so we're continuing to make rounds, and I stumbled across this booth, the RZ Mass booth, and I get a lot of questions or just complaints. People are often like, you know, I love being out, but the trails, it get so dusty, especially when you're out with other riders. It just turns into a dust cloud on those dry days. Well, they make a mask, and there's a couple brands out there, so you may have seen them before, but they make a mask that provides 80 to 100 hours of comfortable breathing air. It can fit under your helmet, or you can just wear it independently if you want. You can get the mask, a couple filters, for only, at the time of this video, about $35, which is a good deal, and it just feels like a comfortable mask. So, you know, something to check out. I'll put a link for this in the show notes below too, so you can check it out yourself. And then the filters are super cheap, which is one of the reasons that this one kind of stood out to me. Some of them, they get really expensive, but for 35 bucks, you get the mask, you can wash it, you get a couple filters, and then additional filters are like $6 or $7, again, at the time of this video. So definitely something to consider if dust is an issue for you. All right, let's keep walking. You know, there's definitely more for the motorcycle stuff here than the ATV stuff, and I've probably said that before. Check it out, by the way, the Kawasaki booth. I gotta say, the new Brute Force, like, I'm on the 2020. It looks good. I know it's not an overly common ATV, but the Brute Force definitely has something about it, and it's definitely got a good following. I mean, there's a lot of people that are, you know, totally into the Brute Force, and I get why. I mean, it's not necessarily my #1 choice, but I get why it's a pick. And then over here, check this out. There it is, look at that. Stels. Stels is a newer ATV company in America. They're a lot larger in other parts of the world. In fact, I'm super excited to see them here because I've actually been trying to get a test ride on a Stels machine. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do that here right now, but it's super cool to see them here because at the time of this video, Florida is the only location that they actually have machines in. So as I walk around and just kind of happen upon them here, I'm definitely gonna go have to talk to these guys and to get some more info about it. I mean, it looks good, right? Like, the machine looks good, so definitely gonna have to get more information from those guys. All right, so just left the Stels booth, and I actually just stumbled across this one out of sheer curiosity. I've walked by this booth like 10 times, and I didn't even notice, but check this out. This is replicating sitting in a UTV. So you saw the fan that we talked about with the quad before. This thing has a fan system. There's 2 different models here, but the one I wanna talk about mostly is the fan system built into the hood. It's an aftermarket fan that anybody can install on any UTV with a roof, and it's got different modes. And the wind flow, I'm gonna turn it on, but it's probably gonna get rid of probably override the sound because it's so much wind. I mean, it's extremely impressive the amount of wind flow coming on my body right now. And this I mean, there's different modes. There's like 4 fans. It's super cool. It's made by International Climate Systems. I'll put a link again in the show notes below for this as well as everything else. But if you have a UTV with a roof and you have those hot summer humid days, especially when you stop, or if you have a windshield, this is definitely something unique that you should consider checking out. And they also have like heated seats and all sorts of other stuff that would take me way too long to talk about. But the rooftop that they got here right now, this roof fan is awesome. Definitely something to consider if you want some air movement in your cab as you're either going down the trail or just sitting there. All right, so I've been trying to highlight like some of the different booths and the uniqueness and just the cool products and different things here. But we're a couple days in at this point, and I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm trying not to let it show too much, but I'm actually I woke up like super sick. So I'm actually gonna end the video here because I gotta get out of here, to be honest. I gotta go lay down, I'm dying. Just trying not to let you know. So with that, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you on the trail.